yours.
Everywhere we go!
Everywhere we go!
People want to know!
People want to know!
Who we are! Slow we down it! Where's the front home?
Where's the home?
Hey everyone, it's the program. We have our guest for today, but for everybody else introduce himself.
My name is Isaiah Cujo, but everybody knows me as Izzy.
You know, my name is Chris Allen, but they call me Chris here.
My name. Oh, sorry.
Anyway, today we have our good friend David Billingham, the SFAH. How you doing, David?
I am good, mate. I'm very happy to see all your faces again. Really, I will say I've never heard Isaiah called Izzy before. He's saying better known as, but better known as by who? I do not know.
You have your own nickname for me, and I do not. I rather not disclose that one because.
Well, I'm just saying I've never heard you call that. That's like when somebody tries to start their own nickname at school or something. You call yourself like Wolf or something manly, like you hope it's going to.
They call me that since 5th grade. So
what, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Is he really?
You call me. You're the only one that calls me Cujo. I'm Alexa, but
well, Izzy it is from now on. It's a very pretty name.
And Canadian.
Wait, they didn't call you the Canadian this time.
No, I'm not.
I didn't, but thank you for reminding me, Chris.
I'm not Chris. I'll explain that nickname during the episode. Aaron, please continue. Oh Lord.
So basically, we have David on a while back, but the whole episode is about fun, but I will put it here also. Check that out. But anyway, so how everything with you, David?
Me, all good. You know, it's what are we in now? It's coming up to some. Well, it's not coming up to summertime yet. It feels like it today. So things are starting.
It's coming around pretty fast.
It is, and it's like I say. I mean, I think we hired the last staff member today. So yeah, there's an excited group coming over, and yeah, it's camp. What are you gonna do? It's cool. It's fun. You know.
Yeah. You got all the stuff figured out already?
Basically, I think there's 99% there, and you know, lots of new young campers, not like these old faces I'm looking at anymore, right?
Coming to that question, what is your fondest memory of each of us? Oh Lord!
Oh Lord!
I think I just did it.
You did yourself.
I don't know. This is. I hate this question, particularly with you three. I do because like I say, if that's what I mean. I need a whole. Can I go off camera and off microphone to
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't. That's the whole point. Each of you have got stories that are not for public consumption.
Yeah, never mind. No.
That's the truth.
Because you're right.
I didn't do that.
I never did anything.
Please. No, you were the most angelic crew we ever had there. Yeah. Yeah, none of you lot would ever try anything. Yeah, for sure. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do. I was a perfect individual.
No, you wasn't.
Shut
I
up!
was there.
No, you weren't.
I was.
What are you talking about?
I beat your film.
Hey, Aaron said he was the perfect angel.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll put it in general terms then. Okay, so Aaron's most trouble likely. Aaron, if he was going to do anything, he'd get into trouble kind of like by saying things, but in a funny way, usually too funny.
Yeah.
Or he'd go and do he'd go somewhere that was kind of maybe he's not well, I wouldn't say not supposed to, but he'd just do stuff. He'd do wild stuff in the middle of activities or something. He'd just do bizarre, stupid, slow, dangerous. That was his
Lord!
I was a teenager.
Oh yeah, because your date of birth counts. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't get a date because you're a teenager. So your thing was kind of doing dangerous or stupid stuff in activities. Chris is more the sort who'd kind of he'd go and disappear, not disappear, but he'd go off. He'd go into places he wasn't supposed to. He was more of a not a wanderer, but he was everywhere as a social.
He was wandering.
He was. He'd dip in and out places. Yeah. He'd dip in and out places, and then Izzy apparently.
Oh my God!
No, you were good. You weren't good, but yours with your mouth. That's where you caused trouble.
Yeah.
Yours.
I told my mouth is the one thing that does get me in trouble because I try to be smart and then it doesn't really.
You weren't in those days. No, you were. You're all far too charming. That's your trouble. People like you too much, and that's it. I mean, like I said,
that's the deadly part. People like us too much, and I had an issue with my swim. I had a lot of issues with my swim trunks.
You did, and I tell you what, you can say it was the water was cold as much as you want, but I swear that was 90-degree water. Right?
Hey, the water was at least a cool 60.
Yeah. It was boiling. We were putting tea bags in that water. That's how high it was. It was absolutely fine.
No, nope, you're not gonna do that to me. No.
All of this would have been sold if you could have got a pair of swim trunks with a decent string on them, but no.
We tried. I remember the time you tied my pants and duct taped it. Like, even with duct tape, it wouldn't stay up. And then I went commando in the swimming pool.
I remember at the visit, your swim trunk fell off you.
Because I have no butt.
They did. That's true. I sadly I do remember that in way too much detail. And yes, how many appearances the Izzy made in the pool was well, let's just say some of the therapy. Right. So
it wasn't a lot. It was probably
every other day could do that.
Oh, fluff. People, I have. Okay, for everybody that wants to know or listening right now, I had a swim. So during the packing list, we were obligated to.
Could you?
Good. I'll take up the story. So, in theory, on the packing list, you had a pair of swimming trunks, and what you're supposed to do is bring a regular pair of swimming trunks like a human being would. But, Izzy insisted on bringing a pair of swimming trunks with no string and coated with Vaseline, so they were extra slippy for some parent. And basically thought he was going to nude camp, and it was pretty much every day. Pick up the rest, Izzy. You go.
We can't hear you. No, we can't hear you. Come back and talk again. He can't hear us.
It's okay. I'll speak over for him. I'd like to apologise for everyone else who's in the pool on a regular basis for the awful things I showed to you nearly every day and pretended was a complete accident.
Mike.
I really am very, very sorry. Yeah, I do apologize. I had no butt and but bought extra L swim shorts for some reason. Right?
Baba, can you take Cujo to get out and come in?
Yeah.
You've all got these fancy icons when you go off the screen. What have I got? On your behalf, you know.
I will do
We cleared.
I apologize. Okay, I apologize for everybody that I scarred in the swimming pool. Okay,
You okay?
Nobody was sad after a while because
it wasn't a little.
by the end, nobody hadn't even bothered to look anymore. They just kept on playing with the pool noodles, right?
And I remember one time I won prom king. Oh, I remember that. One time I won prom king. They got a giant banana and sadly put it between my legs. And then they made it. There is a lot of things that happened at camp that I cannot disclose.
No way. There's no way I'd have allowed that. Come on. Really?
You forget what we did in the Bunk. Everything was fair game. When I was asleep,
a group of boys together. Yeah, no, I'm sure they were very, very sensible. You know?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I remember one time where I overput a kid in a face that wouldn't shut up.
David, he was telling us this story about how he almost punched a kid in the face.
2 people.
Really? I've never seen you having a violent side. Really?
No, I tried to keep my cool, but I couldn't go see for 2 weeks.
You've always been an emotional person in a good way. In a good way, I'll give you credit for it. You know, but I've never seen. Well, you are. You do wear your heart on the sleeve. It's one of your charms. You know, but I think it's. I'd never actually see you get into violence. You know.
Nah,
I tried trying, David.
He's a hothead. He's a hothead.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, I'd never have thought. I would never think of you like that. I mean, emotional, but in a nice way, though.
He's emotional, but he has his moments.
I have my moments.
Very, very charming, though. I mean, and I think people like the emotional side to you because it's very genuine.
Some people like it.
Chris, so what about you? Chris, so
we all have our moments like that.
I'm trying to think of each of you, but I never think of. Oh, yeah, you're right. Probably everyone does. I never really think of any of you like that.
I'm just chill, but with me.
Cujo.
I know.
Cujo, you ain't chill whatsoever.
Okay, whatever. Alright, whatever. But David, for everybody that is curious, tell everybody about the camp and when did it first start and everything.
Happily. So, Fresh Air Home is a camp on the east end of Long Island. It is. It's a very nice, fancy camp. It always hasn't been a nice, fancy camp, though. It started in 1901 by a lady called Sarah Gibbs, who is a very, very kind, very caring, very loving woman. And for all of her good work and opening her home to her doors to children, the way that we thank her is by making her into the camp ghost, and now everybody's terrified of her. So we thought that was really special of us to do because she did start all this out. So
how dare you, David?
That's it. Just I'm sure she's.
You made her the camp ghost, and you scared everyone.
Well, she is. It is. The one picture of her is still moved around camp on the basis that it's terrifying to look at.
The eyes follow you, man.
I went into the club and I had that woman before. The ice move and I was I
It's
was
like an
going
oil
up.
painting too, so it's like
Yeah, it's like an old dark brown paint picture at this point. So she starts. So she's still apparently. I mean, officially, and you know, the word on the street is she's buried under the schoolhouse is the official one. You know,
oh nah, no,
that's the official
no,
one. So,
no.
but the records. Actually, somebody went through the records recently and we're trying to dig it out. But anyway, so she started it, and then she. What did she do after that? So and then it went through many different forms of camp until probably in the 90s it became what it is today, which is a camp for physically challenged children and young adults. That's what it's been for the past 35 years. Before that, it was different things. So it was it worked with kids with polio and stuff like that. But certainly now, it's pretty much the only camp that's truly working with physically challenged.
A lot of good memories.
Yes, I mean it's, and I apologise if I'm using the wrong wording. I know the wording to me seems to change frequently. So
Nah, you're good.
good.
You're good.
Good. I know things change, and I'm old, so I can use that as an excuse now. So
you're not that old.
have a look at this baby, good baby, this baby blue face, and just look at this bone structure, and have a guess how old I am.
Well, you're 47, aren't you?
Wrong. Go on then. One down.
I would say at least 52.
I'm not guessing.
You don't get. See, I told you. See, he's charming. He's charming too much. That's it. I'm not guessing. Perfect opportunity. Could have burnt me, but no. Go on, Rice-A-Roni. Go on, have a guess. How dare you? How dare you? No,
You're gonna say 36 of the cheap.
51?
No, Mr. Kudjo beat you to it. 52. 52, bang on the nose.
Hey.
That's it.
Up by what? Okay. Up by what?
52.
52.
See, 52 is not old though. Everybody thinks 52 is old, but
no.
That's the most backhanded compliment ever. 52 is not old. Everybody else says 52 is old, but I don't think so.
I really don't think so, because look at it. You're still active, living life, running a camp, and still pushing. So
I don't complain about getting old. I have a very good life. I'm very lucky. So I say that as the one person that's never had to leave camp yet. So
Literally,
everybody else kind of transitions through and goes out into the real world, and I'm still living in the camp bubble. So it's a nice.
It's a hard. I'm gonna be honest. It's a hard transition because you're so used to going every year.
That's it. Yeah, staff campers. I mean, it's a tough one. It's a tough one because it's I think what it is at its core is it's a corner of the world which is good. It's simple. It's simple at camp. Life is simple at camp for the most part.
No worries, no nothing.
and we could make life more picture.
Yeah, definitely.
It's different.
That's what I mean. It's just. And for everybody that's come through, and again, it's lovely, but it's everybody has that bit where you actually have to kind of enter the real world, and I haven't had to yet. I think it's been what I'm up to now. It's like 30 odd years at this point. So
wow.
Sarah Gibbs has still been here longer than me. She wins. So but
we don't know where she's buried.
You were overweight.
Well, like I said, I mean, it's we'll see where it all goes, but it's I mean, right now it's still expanding. So they're doing different programs, doing alumni programs. They're kind of going up to about 21, 22, 23, a little bit more now. I know you'll all start complaining about ages and stuff, but and how it happened after you left. But we squeezed in quite a few years in there before you started giving me grief. But
It was good times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We did.
It was, and again, I think particularly through your generations too, there was some remarkable groups that came through. Camp. I think your generation too hit that. There was some as perfect a years as you. I mean, don't get me wrong; they're all great, they're all wonderful, and but I think when you look back to some of those ones, when you look back, almost like a perfect storm of staff and campers in some of those older boys groups or blue.
Yeah, we had. Oh,
I am down to a choice, but I don't want to call no other person out, so I will keep that with me.
I also have thousands of stories, but we don't have time for that. So
Yeah.
And like I say, the joy of half of the stories is they camp. They're part of camp, and maybe that's where they belong. But I think there's. I'm very lucky. I think because I get to be a part of it all. But the memories are all. I love them.
David, you've raised us to be the people we are today. I can honestly say that.
Well,
you're a big part of it.
I'm lucky enough to be part of meet some. The nice part about camp is, I think, is it's a group of people, and again, I'm not talking about campers here or anything. I'm talking about everybody that's here. It's a place that people want to be. They're happy, and when people are happy, they're themselves. They're real, and because of that, I've got to meet some really good, real people like yourselves. So I consider myself very, very lucky. The people who let me be a part of their lives, everybody who comes through the doors here, it's kind of cool. It's I'm around. You get to know people on a level you don't often get to know people in the real world. That I'm very, very lucky to say that's my regular life. It's kind of wonderful.
Yes, it is. And my mom was so comfortable with you. Every time we used to go, it's like, see you in 3 weeks. You're David's problem now, basically.
Well, it was good because it meant she could go back to Canada too. I know she like.
I'm not okay for everybody. I am not Canadian. I am from the Caribbean. Okay?
What are you talking about? Right?
A boot. I don't know. A boot.
Hey.
Speaking of that, I have been to Canada before. Now,
When you were
I've
born?
never went there before. I went there now, and $14 from McDonald's.
Right? That's your homeland. Don't complain about that. That's not bad.
No, that's a whole meal, David. That's a whole meal.
I've never even heard you talk in this accent before. Anytime the camera's not on, you're always talking in a Canadian accent. You're completely faking it. Don't worry.
Nah, I am not Canadian. I am Trinidadian, and I'm from.
I'm massively impressed. That's so good, that accent that you're doing. Seriously.
Yeah.
You're usually Canadian.
Ha
I don't even hear it. Right?
ha. Funny. So, David, when did you start working at the camp?
Oh gosh, this is where my grey hair starts to show. 1994, I started. I just finished college and came for one last summer before I started in the real world, and then met my wife. I fell in love.
The lovely Cara.
She's fast. She's amazing. So she's met her, and then really part of. I don't get me wrong. I fell in love with camp too, but I didn't expect to come back like that. I just initially it was we were just about being together with Cara, and then but then camp kept growing and growing and being a part of my life too, for which I'm eternally grateful. And then took over in 2000. So this is 31 years, I believe. 31 years this summer.
31 good years.
Yeah, 31 summers. That's yeah. Like I say, well, Sarah Gibbs, like I say, she still wins, but I'm catching up. I tell you. Hey, say again, mate.
catching all the years.
Catching up the years.
Oh, catching
Yeah.
up on years. Sorry, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm shooting the head and stuff. I think well, like I said, you don't hear of people that stay at places for as long as I do, these days.
Yeah, you don't.
But I'm eternally lucky and blessed. Really, is the truth. It's and again because it's seasonal, you have this group of people you work with all year who are wonderful, and I'm very lucky. And then you have these kind of rotations of new people coming through every 2-3 years. It's good. It's all good stuff, and it's just a fun place. At the end of the day, it's camp.
Good memories, fun place,
That's it.
fun, and we actually get to compete as well. The people don't know that we actually do several different activities where we compete against other bunks and see who wins best bunk. It could get a little very, very competitive, and
How many
go ahead.
how many best bunks did you all win? Have you won? Who's got the most?
I have one out of all my years. I only have one.
Really?
I have 2 or 3.
How many you got, Chris?
Me too. I got 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
I am slacking. Oh my goodness!
Oh, good. It's like they gave you one out of sympathy at the end there, just to make you so you didn't miss out totally.
It was my first year of older boys, which is now Blue Braves. I moved up from younger boys at the age of, I don't even remember, 14. Because David thought I was mature enough to move.
Got that wrong.
Got that completely wrong.
Well, you got to move them up at some point.
Well,
Got that complete. I was so used to, having my Fruit Loop. And he shouts out to one of my greatest head counselors. I'm not gonna lie to you because Annie actually took care of you, and she also made me the person I am today. So shout out to Annie and everybody that's been my head counselor. Honestly,
Yeah. Annie was the great one.
Yep.
Nate was one of the great ones.
I
don't remember all of my encounters.
See you later.
And I'm not going to even try. But thank you all.
You still got. You can't remember them all. You got to have a favourite though.
I gotta say, Annie was my favorite.
I got a couple, but we will be here all day.
Hey, with Annie, we didn't have to eat bagels every day. Okay?
Lucky for you!
He's making me bagels every day. That's not Annie's fault. That's not head counselor.
No, David, you do not understand. That was an older boy ritual. Every day.
Wait, does that still happen? The crazy bagels?
No, because that's really, really terrible for your digestive system to do that on every single day to eat a bagel.
That was for 3 weeks. We couldn't get any every morning. We had to eat a cookie.
Hey, that's probably why we started having those fiber gummies knocking around all the time.
Exactly.
Those things are pretty dense to be eaten every day. No, they have nowadays. Oh gosh, it's all special diets and we have Kenny's the chef now. He's really good. So it's like
Kenny.
Oh, you'd have you cook breakfast in some form most mornings. There's always like 2 or 3 side options too on different things every single meal.
There's side options.
That's it. Oh yeah. No, that's it. You I think maybe bagels are always there, but nobody touches them anymore.
So wait, is there still hot breakfast on Sundays once a week, or is there always hot breakfast?
Oh,
There's
I'd say at least 5 days a week. At least five.
Oh
I
wait,
still
what?
can't believe there's side options now.
Well,
There's side options.
well, we saved so much money from your years that we're using it now to buy food for every day.
Wait,
What the heck?
did you say hot breakfast 5 days a 5 days a week? Hot breakfast?
But usually at least five, some form or another. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We only got 1 day a week.
Oh, I know. That's it. Yeah. And I'll be honest. I don't think we should. That was a 7th day of bagels you could have missed out on at that point. Who wouldn't want another bagel? 6 a week. Why wouldn't you want another
5 days a week.
5 days a week? Oh.
David, you said 5 days a week hot breakfast.
5 days a week. Oh, and lunches are always one or two options too. I mean, but they're good. They're nice big
You
lunches.
have a choice of what you want for lunch?
Hey?
You have a choice of what you want for lunch?
Not every day, but there's always there's usually like a second option. And Ken's great. He always prepares sides too if people want it. But then there's a whole.
Oh my lord!
Every the snack bar. So there's always a snack bar out there too in case you just want snacks.
Snack bar?
Yeah, just during the day if you want snacks, it's just out there. So there'll always be things, you know.
I gotta turn on my camera.
It'll be simple.
I
things.
remember one time we were trying to get an iPod and we got in trouble for that.
Well, you just didn't eat enough bagels that week. That was the trouble. If you'd eaten more bagels, we'd have been more generous.
We ate 2 bagels plus cereal. What do you mean?
Okay, so what are the drink options now? The drink.
Oh, the drinks actually, I will say, have gone backwards on that one. You won't be. You got the better years on the drinks one because we don't for you. Because the trouble is, we used to have those big things of
Pink lemonade was
pink
bomb.
lemonade and iced tea, and then everyone used to mix them. Was it? No, it's not bug juice. Whatever it is you call it when you mix them.
It's orange juice for breakfast, apple juice for breakfast, and milk if you wanted it.
Yeah, who's drinking milk for breakfast? Seriously, but it's so now there's all coffee and all that stuff and iced coffee and those things if you want those. But it's for drinks now. We there will be iced tea on the tables, but it's not out all day because everyone used to just get sugared up. Your generation just drank too much.
You drank that like it was our water. Yeah,
That's it. Well, you needed something to wash the bagels down with.
Wait,
Oh.
did you say there's coffee for campers now?
Yeah, for the oldest ones now, basically. Yeah. Well, we do a lot of iced coffee now too. So.
Calm down.
Ooh,
It's crazy.
You're missing out on every.
I want the fiber coming.
You put it as, this will blow your mind. So it was,
Please tell me you stopped fiber gummies if you did.
no, they still go. They still
Oh
go.
Lord, no,
If
dude.
I did and I was drinking coffee, I would take the fiber coming.
If he was drinking coffee, he wouldn't need the fiber gummy.
I'm not convinced. Well, I'm not convinced that the fiber gummies even work. To be honest, coffee works. I can tell you that coffee works.
No, they gave me a fruit cocktail basically of everything they had, and it definitely worked.
It
Just-
worked. And David, there's no soda or anything.
Oh, there's loads of soda now.
No soda.
Do you still get the ice cream truck and pizza and stuff?
Still get the ice cream truck. Still get the pizza one. There's 2 or 3 pizza ones. You get them. The last summer they had.
Wait, 2 or 3 now?
Oh, it's crazy. Even in the summer last year, there's one person in the kitchen whose job is just to do desserts. So you'd have desserts after lunch and dinner. You know.
Pardon me, I gotta go off the camera.
But there's no soda, right?
Eh?
There's no soda.
There's loads of
I
soda.
will be right back.
Yeah.
Soda?
Loads of soda. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my God damn!
Not every day, but it's way more frequent than it was before. And there's always loads knocking around the bunks too and stuff. You know, there's always.
What?
Yo, what the heck, man?
They loaded the bunk?
There's this like I said, there's stuff that gets bought in, but there's so much just knocking around camp. We know that.
So the Rotary Club is still there. The Rotary Club is still there.
Rotary Club stuff. So there's there's a couple of pizza parties during the summer. Yeah, loads of stuff. You know, always.
Wait, what about the carnival?
Don't do the carnival anymore. That's the one we don't do.
Yeah.
That was my first time actually going on rides.
Yeah, my last year, 2018, was the first year I went to the carnival in first session.
It was. We'll put it this way, and it was fun. And
It turned out to be really hot. No, every time the carnival was there, it was really hot.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Because we went to before the idea. We used to go to woman's house, but she moved out of me about that property.
Yeah, and we keep on hoping that we get to go back there at some point.
That was good.
Bloomberg's up there. You remember the Holmeses? It was called before.
Yeah.
They have a big house. We used to have a party, and it was fun. It was a pain because you used to have to get up that gravel driveway hill.
That was.
Yeah, that was.
And one time my cell broke down, and so I had to put me on. And I felt sorry for me.
Oh,
That hill was steep. That hill was steep too. So like.
Yeah, and my tip broke
the gravel
in the middle of the street.
it was. Yeah, I mean, the amount of bad stuff that used to happen to chairs is ridiculous on that one. You know, because did you have an electric? Right, Aaron, do you have an electric or a manual at that point?
Electric, but I get up that summer. That's why I borrow a chair for you when we got back.
His chair needed a mechanic badly.
Yeah, too right. It was always breaking down your chair, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, how many mechanics you got over there now?
Well, weirdly enough, I mean, I still do a lot of the chairs. When Annie was here, she did a lot. But do you know the other one who works? There's a new guy, Terrell, who's really good too.
Who?
A new guy called Terrell. He runs the facilities and does all the grounds and stuff.
I think he worked on my chair when I was there last March.
Maybe he's relatively new. He was dipping in and out. Then he's a really good guy. He's learning on the chairs.
He was there in 2023.
Maybe he just
probably
came
for
in
the mini
partly.
session. I don't know.
He may have done. He's really good. The other one who does a lot is
No, because I came for a visit one day.
Yes, you may have seen it. Okay, so it may have been him. Yeah. The other one is Sam. Sam does it now too. He's good on chairs too.
Sam?
Yeah, Sam.
Your son?
Yeah, he knows how to do them. He's good. Yeah. So
what I really wanted to ask you, because I know AJ was freaking out one time. Do you still have the Reptile Club come? Because remember when
different. We do. They do sometimes come. It's not. We never know until they get here what they're bringing. So no.
Because whatever time they took out sick, I had to run. I don't care if people made fun of me in the comment.
There was a huge snake in it.
And there
I
was.
remember David had to pull it to the side.
I had to go into the cafeteria.
Yeah,
I was like, AJ, come on, there's a snake.
I don't think so.
I do remember you were scared of ladybugs too, which was
that was only shit.
You know,
That was only shit, David.
No, it was. Remember that? It was tough. They were vicious. Those ladybugs too. So
Wait, what about
don't blame you, but
He was terrified of ladybug.
That was a joke, guys.
It's,
No, I'm
I don't know. I
I'm
don't
running
remember it
with
being
it.
a joke.
I'm running, but I can't say nothing because I'm terrified of boats. So
Yeah.
Boats.
David, every time they came to get me on a sailing trip, I used to hide.
Kudo.
You remember, David? Remember when you put my chair on manual, and I'm like, "Where are we going?"
Oh my god, that made me sound awful. I didn't do that. In a nice, I would have done it. I would never put you on a boat without your consent. That means you've made some sort of weird deal with me. That's why. That's what that means.
I did make a because you said we're going for ice cream.
Kudo,
You did say we were going
okay.
for ice cream, and I
Okay,
was like,
cool.
"Yay!"
It was a joke, Kudo. You are the all. Not all the whole group on a table. It's Kudo like, and I will go.
Nobody couldn't find me to get on that boat. No one.
David, you have played tricks on campus before to do things and go places.
Say again? Do we do what with the trip?
You have played tricks on campus to make them do things and go places. You have.
I remember you told Marcus, which is one of our friends from
Exactly. You
Cave.
told Marcus he can invite 2 friends to the water park.
Yes,
So
yes, and you sent him to the library.
with 2 counselors. He took 2 counselors with him. He went to the library.
Marcus had floaties on and a little donut.
In fairness to, while that story does not sound good, if you knew Marcus, right? If you knew Marcus, no part of that was a bad story.
None of that was a bad story because we were laughing.
You know what that means? He must have been driving everybody crazy about a water park at that point.
Exactly.
But I do remember we were on FaceTime or something with the iPad, and we were all in the bunk watching the trip. And when he got to the library, we were all laughing at him. He was going crazy.
That was the best. That was the best day ever.
To be fair, he also did milk us for McDonald's and stuff afterwards. But yes, it was not. It was a slightly different day to the one he was expecting.
You said time for Marcus to read a book. He thought he was going to the water park.
Read a book, Marcus. Yeah, take the swimmies off. Yeah.
Hey, David, I know we said the reptile club, but does the animal shelters still come the dogs and whatnot?
They do come with the dogs, and I think yes, and
I used to love.
It depends. Like I said, it depends on how many dogs they got in the shelter at the time, but they still come with. There's so many things going on all the time.
Now, before they do that, you always check to make sure nobody has a dog-related allergy before you do that.
Oh, yeah, we check everything, and I mean, so we have all that stuff, and it's all checked, and they come in, and they check the dogs are suitable, and but we have. I mean, they have. Weirdly enough, the New York City Ballet come in and do that one, and they give everyone tutus. But
no.
Honestly, do you know what's crazy? Your reaction is how you would think the reactions of the group is. Every group loves it when it comes in. They all love it. Everyone's like in the beginning, nope, and then after about 10 minutes, they're like, this is really cool.
I only said nope because while I was sleeping, Luke put a tutu on me in my sleep, and I was trying to get it up. I was trying to.
Why?
He put a tutu on me while I was sleeping.
Why?
He's probably trying to cover you up in case you went swimming. That's why. He's just worried he had to take you in the pool. That's why. He's looking for an extra level of defense, as far as just in case you don't.
Good boy.
That is true. I never thought about it like that.
In case you're trying to go skinny dipping again. That's why.
It wasn't my fault. I have no hips or butt.
I can't eat your butt. Gain your weight. And David, how you been
I'm
doing?
trying.
How you been doing with open house? Have you made improvement to open house? Like how had open house with us?
It's good. I mean, I think we do it slow. It's much more streamlined now, so it doesn't take up so much time in terms of during activity. Because again, you come to camp for activities, but so it's a lot more right now. The ones who are really into it, we kind of pull them out and they'll do stuff. So right now, as far as rehearsals, take maybe a few hours the day before.
You used to make us do it all day long.
It used to be it used to be an all day thing though.
It would. I remember. Do you know what strange is? In when I started in '94, and the year before that, we used to start. So it'd be third session. So the year afterwards, even when I started, they used to do. It'd start in first session. It'd start in first session doing rehearsals, and because the year before me, they did Phantom of the Opera. It was supposed to be amazing.
Oh my no!
Wait.
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Open house you be in first session.
Well, a lot. We'd start in first session because a lot of the kids in those days, you got to remember too, we didn't have second session. We only had first and third in the old days.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we started usually 2-3 week sessions.
I never knew that till this.
Well, we bought in the second session maybe 2003, 2004.
I tried to get into all sessions. That was difficult.
Well, it was, like I said, we bought that one in because for a lot of kids, for the first time, it's quite nerve-wracking going to camp for the first time for 3 weeks. So that was the idea. But it's always, at the same point, when you do it that way too, the staff get less time off, which is not what they're looking for, because they love camp too. But it's in terms of making sure that they've got enough energy to get through the summer. That's the thing.
Yeah, true.
But again, nobody. Put it this way: even on the days off, you get 1 or 2, and you get some sleep, and then everyone's desperate to be back at camp again.
And David, has there been any big changes that you haven't said already that camp since?
Well, what we got right now, so big change. I mean, I think really, honestly, what I'd said mostly is just everything's just as it should. Keeps on getting better and better. I think is the key. Is you should never kind of rest and just say, we'll just repeat what we did. So I think for right now, when you come in, you most activities you rarely do you do an activity twice. If you do, it's because the group is really kind of wants to do it more than once.
My favorite activity was dodgeball. Hands down.
Dodgeball. Oh God, dodgeball. Oh, yeah,
dodgeball was fun.
We still do loads. I mean, I think what you also do now is we do a lot more stuff. So supposing you were in a group of like 15 older boys, say, we do a lot more stuff right now where during an activity we take maybe 1, 2 or 3 of you and do a separate side activity. So according to what you're interested in. So some of the guys will go and do basketball training. Some of them will do like go in the nature reserve area. You know, we also have.
Wait, what?
Did you just say basketball training?
Oh, they'll do basketball training. Yeah, they'll go and do side little trainings with
But wait, did you just say you put the monks up and they get to do their own individual activities in small groups?
Depending on
we have one counsellor now whose job he's the yellow counsellor. His job, and he's really great. This guy Jack.
Basketball.
Well, his job is really to look at the kids and do individual programs. So he kind of meets you all at the beginning and kind of finds out what your interests are, and so he'll look sometimes and he'll say, well, it's 4 o'clock. I know I've got 1 or 2 kids here who really love the nature program or the gardening program. I'm going to take them separately and give them an extra. They'll go and do the gardening stuff.
So is that in place of like rest hour club where you would have the club during rest hour of 1?
It's extra. That's still going too. You got rest out. Honestly, your day can be you can be non-stop all day at this point. It's crazy.
And
awesome.
And of course, you still do evening activity.
Activity. That's it. Still, although what was it this year? For the longest time, Blue were the only bunk who'd ever won 2 in a summer, I think. You know.
Come on!
And
Come
no,
on!
obviously not when you were there, is it? But
What'd you say?
Bluebirds won twice in.
no, not this summer. They're the only ones that have ever done it. But Green did it this year.
I remember one year when I was Blue, we won every evening activity. I remember that.
I don't want to say you cheated, but I've got a weird feeling you probably did cheat, knowing your group.
No, we didn't.
I remember that. And I remember one year, Blue loved like every single evening activity except for one.
Yeah,
We always used to lose sing down. We always used to lose sing down.
No, when I'm singing, they lost so much one year, they didn't even show up for one evening activity.
Most of the time, if Blue lost sing down, it was because what they always ended up doing was singing abusive songs at the other bunks. That's why they'd lose. Get bumped out because you'd start singing songs about the other bunks. That's why.
I remember
that was tradition, David.
Oh,
tradition. Right.
That was tradition. Hey, they used to sing bad songs about us too.
Well, oh yeah, because you were such a sensitive group. Yeah, you really get you.
Remember the time we had prank wars against prank wars?
Prank wars. It was a nightmare. Prank wars. I hate. We still do stuff. Don't get me wrong, but
the way we did it was overboard.
I remember
we tied somebody up to the lifeguard. I think to the lifeguard board and put condiments on them.
I remember we tied to a table. But we can do not do this illegal anyway.
I remember that. I remember that.
We always do. We always tie somebody up.
And put condiments on them.
Yeah. You know, actually, I must admit, there's 2 that the best I've ever seen. It was the one they did was they. Well, there's 3. One time we used to have a big bus, and the bunks in the old buildings used to have one door in, one door out. And
I remember.
Yeah, all the bunks were separated by a curtain or something.
Yeah, there was one. It was one door in, one door out, and there was this big bus, and they managed to park it. So honestly, it was maybe an inch from the building. So in the morning, nobody could get in and out the door. It was incredible, the parking job. There was another year as well when we used to do shopping trips. They were out shopping on a trip. The whole bunk was out. It was the girls' bunk, and they came back, and the older boys had emptied their whole bunk and set it up on the lawn. So when they came back, their whole bunk was properly set up. It was incredible. You know,
Wasn't there one year when the older boys went into the older girl bunk, took all their clothes out, and when they got back from a trip, all their clothes were missing or something like
they
that?
did that one. There was another one where we used to have these huge balls. They were like 4 foot tall, 6 foot tall. They were really big, and when they heated up in the sun, the air would expand and they'd get bigger and bigger. And they put them into the bunks one time by the door, and they turned the heat up in the bunk. There was no air conditioning in those days, so it got so big and it was tight. You couldn't move it; it was blocked the whole hallway. And the trouble is, there was no air conditioning, so all that they could do was wait for it to get cold in the evening, and then eventually the ball went down on its own, and everyone could get into the bunk. But we actually had to stop it. One of the guys, one time, he got carried away. And he got spray paint. One of the guys got spray paint and started writing Blueberries, or it was older boys, in the Reds' bathroom in spray paint. And that's when we thought, maybe this is time to,
Dang it! That's why it stopped. Dang it!
Wait, why would that bad? Why would that bad? Spray paint in the bathroom. Why would that bad?
Spray paint. We're talking graffiti.
The fumes.
Oh.
No, the fumes. I wouldn't worry about the fumes. I'd worry about somebody writing on the walls.
Okay.
Oh, that's why they do whipped cream now on the
No, we did it with shaving cream. And
Shaving
then we
Yeah,
shaving cream.
we did.
and that's okay. You know, yeah, I'm not so keen when somebody's actually graffitiing the walls.
Or TP toilet paper all over the inside of.
We had TP toilet paper.
Oh,
we
yeah.
threw. Yeah, no.
And the talk on the outside.
I remember we had eggs too. We threw.
My teacher paper, I remember that, yeah. It was I think. One side, it was all paper. And we looked at the guy, are you crazy?
I want to end this off with, like, remember when we used to get Cooler, David? Cooler?
No.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
I could have sworn we coolered David one year.
Oh, there was the water challenge one that was going around, and I know there was one. In the and the blues. The older boys would in the showers too. When it was because they used to run out of hot water. That was the trouble in those days.
I got Cooler my first year of camp.
Well, that was by Annie, right?
I was taking a nice warm shower.
If Annie was calling you, I can only apologise. She had a very deep.
No, it wasn't Annie. It was the year I moved into older boys. It was.
Well, I'm sure it was Annie. She had a very dark temper.
Good for you.
I can tell you, I was a good kid.
I was good in grade too, so.
Annie did not have a bad bone in her body.
Annie was the perfect.
No,
honestly,
I'm only kidding. Annie is absolutely wonderful, and actually is about to have a third child. As we
let's go.
What? You could have a third child.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but she's amazing. She is amazing. I was only kidding. She would never let cold water near any of you. You know, she'd be horrified. But yes.
It changed after we got to older boys. I'm telling you.
Well, you used to like your showers too hot. That's why, right? These go chill out.
All I knew was hot showers. They changed my perspective.
It's camp. It's like joining the Navy SEALs or something. That's what it is.
It really was. It really was.
I come to someone. Give me about a good house without going to class.
Well,
To me,
you can just say it built character in your home.
it was a fat house.
It was a character. It was really a character building moment.
That's it. You wouldn't be the men you are today without those cold showers.
We really wouldn't.
You'd all have long, gorgeous beards instead of. That's what you'd have right now. But the cold water made it all shrink up.
We gotta talk about the cold water and shower. Like, really? It felt like ice baths.
Not anymore. We've got massive hot water tanks now. It's enough. Yeah. Oh, they're ridiculous.
I'm done.
You could run that shower. You run that shower for like 3 hours, and you honestly wouldn't even scratch the surface. It's crazy.
I'm done.
Yeah, you're definitely all born too early. Yeah.
So what's coming up in 2024? What's coming up new and exciting?
Well, we got the end of April. We've got Family Fun Day, which is really cool. That one's coming up. And then we got the summer. The summer program starts, and then the other one is it's the big one now. Is Kiara? She does a home away from home program with the Alumni program. So she does a lot of stuff with the older campers now. So helping them do work programs, educational programs, but also they get to do some just regular camp fun stuff too. So it's a mix of things. So there's a whole bunch of stuff, but particularly those alumni programs, they're really growing still. So which is the direction we like to go in.
Yeah, but I mean during the summer, like what do you have planned that's new and
Oh, just honestly, well, put it so there's a guy called Conlon who's running the activities. He's amazing, and
a
actually,
guy called who?
Conlon his name is, and then there's Mark, Mariana, and then Laura, who are in the activities team this year. They're incredible.
Laura.
At this point, they will come in and they will kind of create a lot of. They did an amazing program last year, and knowing then they'll come in and 50% of it's going to be new because they just keep on coming up with new stuff. I don't even know at this point because they're amazing. They really are. You know,
For us, it was just a lot of
bagels,
bombarding
bagels, bagels and dodgeball. That's what you got.
bagels and dodgeball, baby. Oh, don't forget fencing.
That's it. Well, fencing. Oh, it'll still be fencing. Yeah, definitely.
And you still have the traditional stuff that everybody loves, like Bubble Battle and Color War and
Yeah, absolutely.
stuff.
Fencing was that. Fencing was a Ed steal the bacon. I remember the time where I couldn't get the beanbag off the bucket, and it took me forever.
Yeah,
and
it's definitely some good memories there, gents.
Yes,
definitely, you know.
To end it off here, like honestly, David, thank you for everything that you've done for us.
Oh,
and still do for us. And
yeah,
gents, I adore you all. You're amazing guys. I'm very lucky to be a part of your lives. I am.
More information about the camp will be down in the description.
if you ever want to send your child to one of the best camps ever, the information will be down below.
That would be wonderful. And again, like I said, I appreciate you guys, and I think it's just nice being around you all again. It really is.
Thank you.
Have
some fun memories.
Yeah, thank you for letting me talk with you, gents. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna let you be, but thank you for your time. Thank you for letting me be a part. Always a pleasure, gents. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. Subscribe. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Yo, that was that.
Wait.